Hey, what's up guys, this is Akshay and today we have with us the Atomberg Renesa 1200mm BLDC fan. So in this video we are going to review this fan as well as answer a few of your questions like is it worth it and how much electricity does it save. So without further ado, let's get started. So guys, this is the Atomberg BLDC 1200mm fan and I ordered this from Flipkart for 3095 rupees on 28th May. So it's almost 10 months I'm using this fan. So this is my full review, and in this video we're going to answer the questions that many of people didn't cover, like how much electricity cost does it really save in real life, as well as we're going to answer your question like is it any worth it. So let's start in this way. So I ordered it on 3095 from Flipkart, but earlier I actually ordered the Atomberg Efficio, which was around 2900 rupees. It was like a normal fan, like a brown fan, with the same RPM, which is 340, but you know it was cheaper, like 2900, as well as it was just like a normal brown fan, just one LED at the bottom. So I ordered that and it was really fast, but the problem with it was that when I click on boost mode, it used to slow down. So that was a bug. So I called the service and turns out the service is pathetic because they took 3 days to arrive. Then they came and they changed the circuit board. Now again, this shows the repairability of this fan, which is pretty poor. But they replaced the circuit board and it still didn't fix the issue. So the issue was more in the design side of things, or maybe that unit was not balanced properly in weight. That's why on boost mode it was falling back to low speed. But anyways, I ordered the return one, like that the Flipkart has of course a return option. So I got the exchange one and it didn't have some parts. So that shows that this company has a serious quality control issue, which I was thinking about, like what I did. Like, see, this is the one fan that I have in this room, and I need to replace that fan. And 3 to 4 days, I don't have any fan. Like, luckily that earlier fan was working. It was just working slow. That's why I ordered the new one. But what if the earlier fan stopped? Shall I wait for 4 days without a fan? Is it possible? So whenever you buy this Atomberg fan, make sure that they have quality control issues, so you should have a backup fan. So because maybe after 2 to 3 years if this one damaged, you should have a backup fan. Maybe you can have multiple of these. So let's start this way. So again, I canceled that order. I got my refund money. Then I was researching for that. The closest option I could get for this fan around BLDC was the Orient BLDC fan. Now that was around 3000 rupees, I would say, but that didn't have this remote, as well as even after paying 3000 rupees, you need to separately buy a regulator, and without that regulator, that fan won't work. So that got me thinking, there's literally no option, no competition. Like, Atomberg is really king in this market. So I ordered the Atomberg Renesa 1200mm fan, this fan that we are reviewing today. And it's been 10 months and I'm extremely satisfied with this fan. So it is 340 RPM and it gives the airflow of 8122 CFM. Now it has really long tail. So I will just turn the fan off to show you that the tails are longer than usual, and that makes it push more air. Like, the blades are thin, they are longer, so it pushes more air in the between. So that's also put it in the disadvantage that it puts the more air in between and not in the surroundings. So let's talk about the first question. How is the speed of this fan? So first of all, if you ever used Orient and Crompton, you will feel it a little slower than Orient and Crompton. But if you used any other fan, say for Bajaj or any Luminous or that kind of thing, you will feel this is 2 times faster, literally 2 times faster if you are on boost mode. Now I am starting the boost mode, so there's going to be a little bit of fan noise as well because it really pushes the fan air very hard. So you can see it gets really fast, like really fast. as you can see. So if you ever used Orient and Crompton, you will feel it little slower. Now, why I am telling particular about this model? I'm not talking about all the Atomberg model, but this model is little slower than my earlier Orient fan, and that's because the earlier Orient fan used to deliver the air across all corners of the room. This is more center focus, but this is not the case with the Efficio. Do you remember Efficio that I discussed, that I returned that? It didn't work in boost mode, but even at the last mode, like the last speed mode, probably at 4, that fan was faster. I mean, it was not faster, but it was as fast as my Orient one. So, technically speaking, it would be more faster on boost mode than my Orient one, which didn't work, sadly. So that tells that the BLDC motor has the capability, but it's just the design part that's causing the issue. So maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe the Atomberg Premium series will deliver more air than the Orient or Crompton one. By the way, other than that, talking about the electricity savings, so this saved me. I actually compared the electricity bill before and after this fan. It saved me around 50 to 100 rupees. Now, this is a range I'm giving you because, again, we can't be sure about electricity usage. Some months it's more, on some months it's less. But moreover, as I calculated, it's 50 to 100 rupees per month. So that puts us on 1200 rupees a year. Now, Atomberg claims 1500 rupees a year on their website, but I could get around 1200 rupees a year. For that price, your buyback value of this will be 2 years. So within 2 years, your amount that you spent on this fan, which is 3000 rupees, will be paid off, which is pretty good. So we talk about the speed. It's as fast as most of the fans other than Crompton and the Orient one. By the way, if you bought Efficio or their premium series, it would be as fast as those fans. So in that part, it's covered. And again, it's 340 RPM. And the Orient one, which I was talking about, the Orient one is 350 RPM. So I guess it would be a little bit faster than this one. So if you are really about the speed, you can look at some other fan, maybe a Orient Premium series of BLDC fan. But at this price, this is as speed as any other fan, but it's much smarter. You have a remote as well. It saves electricity costs, so it runs at 28 watts. You heard it right. It runs at 28 watts for 340 RPM, and basically saves so much of money. And because it's DC powered, it's using the less power, of course. If you're using an inverter, this fan will last 3 times than your typical induction fan running on inverter. So the other advantage of this is the noise. So I'm recording this video at the same time. I'm keeping this in the third speed. This is a sweet spot. This makes the room cool enough. Also, it doesn't make too much noise. It's super silent, my friends. I had done tons of meeting in this speed, tons of recording at this speed. It's amazing that how silent this fan can go. Like if you put it 1, just see how silent this fan can go. That's because of the brushless DC motor that you won't find in any under induction fan. And again, on higher speed, there is noise, but that is wind noise. It's not that a motor is making. So if you see this is the remote. This is the smartest part of this fan. You can see the boost mode here, which will make it like at highest speed, which is 5th. Also, you can reduce or increase the speed. You have timer and you have sleep mode. The sleep mode basically reduces the speed over time, so it doesn't makes too much noise and disturb your sleep. So you can see it get noisy, but this is the wind noise. Okay, this is not your fan noise, so that's good as well. So if you're someone who does too much of meetings or recording, this fan is way to go. No brainer, like just amazing. You also had a night lamp, so you're already saving electricity. Plus, you're saving electricity of your LED bulb. It's not as bright as, say, a little LED bulb, but it does the job and it looks cool. So I would say, if your home is not dusty, go with the creamy one. The black one is also good. Like the black one is also decent, as you can see. But the creamy one looks really cool, and the wooden one as well. But again, the prices increase. I think it's priced at around 3,600 to 4,000 rupees. So I would say, if you could spend, go with the premium series. I'm not sure, but I think it would be better speed, like the RPM would be higher. But this fan is still as fast as most of the top tier brands like the Orient and Crompton. As we can see, as much as fast, like it's really at that level. But it saves tons of electricity, and this remote thing, it's more useful, guys. Now this doesn't heats up that much because it's not your induction motor. If you remember, induction motor heats too much. Because this doesn't heat up, even at 1-2 level of fan speed, you can feel the air, and the air is colder. So if you have AC at home, you will feel the difference that the air coming from this fan, even at lower speeds, it's much cooler as the earlier one, because again, the induction one heats up a little bit. So that's there. So what's the con of this fan? Well, of course, one direction airflow in this model. So if you're at the end of this room or at the corner of the room, you won't get the air. That's why I'm saying it's not as fast as the Crompton or Orient, because they threw the air all parts of the room. But again, if you bought the Officio, which is again cheaper, but again it doesn't look that cool, that will definitely be as fast as the Orient and Crompton. And if you could spend more and go with the premium series, probably Resna has the Alexa series as well, so Alexa and Google support, as well as they have Studio series, which I think will be really cool. I would like to get hands on this one. And it's saving like 1,200 rupees a year. So that's, if you have 2 to 3 fans in your home, you are saving basically 6,000 rupees a year. That's really cool. And the stats is what this fan is running 24/7. You heard it right, 24/7 all day long. And saving. So if you're using it less, you will probably save more power. So do I recommend it? Yes, definitely. And it's like you updated from normal electric bulbs to LEDs. It's the same thing, and we will soon see the transition of all people moving to BLDC Fan. So that's pretty much for this video. Thank you for watching. We'll leave the links in the video description so you can shop. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye now.